Yeah, it wants to get out and go. Lots of fun. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're back at the courthouse, and let's see what showed up since I was here last. So for some of you guys who don't know, the courthouse, it was an old courthouse that a friend of mine bought, and we are currently staging his collection in here. And it seems like every time I come, there are more and more motorcycles. Let's see what's here. So when I left a couple of weeks ago for the holidays and for the ride on the CB360 from St. Louis, there were about 64 motorcycles in here, and 13 have been added since I was gone. First one is a 1978 Honda CB550. It did have an oil leak for some reason, I don't know, so I had to put this cardboard down. This guy, then if we come over here, and some of these I've never seen before, like this one right here. This is a 1977 Honda CB750 Super Sport, which is pretty freaking awesome. Let me turn the light on and make it a little easier maybe. Which is pretty crazy. Looks to be in pretty good condition. I mean, it's mostly complete. And so this will be fun to get going. A 1972 Yamaha XS2, early XS650. These are awesome. I can't wait to go through and to show you more about these things. But this was the first year for electric start on these guys, and I call it a theft protection because this is the starter button right here. You pull it, it's a little decomp, it's a decomp lever, so it decompresses right there, and then once you go all the way through, it actuates the starter. Pretty cool. Hey guys, you can win one of these great old Honda dealer counter wraps. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. This great old dealer marketing material, and we're giving it away. And guess what? All you have to do is subscribe. You subscribe. Once we get to 20,000 subscribers, we're going to draw it out to a random subscriber, and I'm going to ship it to you for free. So if you want to win, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys. Back to the video. This is a 1960-ish, it's kind of middle 60s, Honda CB160, which is awesome. I love it when they come with a, not when they call me Big Papi. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papi. But when they come with a box of parts. So we'll have to figure out where all this stuff goes, what it is, where it goes, because it's not all together. And so he may have just acquired this one in this state. So we got a little Build-A-Bike, loads of fun. I don't mind. It's a cool little CB160. Now we've got a match set. And by a match set, I mean we have same era CL160. So to be able to get that thing going, here I'll show you where that is. And we showed this on the epic 14 motorcycle Will It Run that we did in at my house with a bunch of these. So that's the 160. This needs to be repainted. Somebody painted it. But back to what we're doing today, checking up on the new motorcycles that we have. New to us. This 1974 Honda CB750. Which needs some love, which I think we got kind of cool plans. It's got a 4-into-1 exhaust, or 2-into-2 exhaust, excuse me. 4-into-2 exhaust, let me say that correctly, 4-into-2 exhaust. It'd be nice, new seat, tank, seat, side covers, just to really freshen it up, make it look really good. A couple of more over here. Again, there are 13. CB450K1 68. Awesome motorcycle. This was the first 5-speed CB 450. 1979 Honda CB750K. 1979, the Honda CB750 came in 3 flavors. It came in the K, which is this one, which was, and they all had different kind of styling. It had this rear cowl and kind of like the Super Sport that I showed you just a moment ago, kind of like that one. They had the L, which was the limited, which was a 10-year anniversary of the CB750. And then they had the 754, the F, which kind of ushered in a sport bike kind of theme for these guys. But that's a K, 750K. So I think there's 5 more. So this guy right here, 1965, 6, something like that. Suzuki T250, which pretty freaking awesome. And again, a box of parts. I love this. I love that they come as a puzzle, that I get to put it together. I love when they're running, but I also like this because it forces me to kind of dig in and learn a little bit more, try to figure out a little bit more about these motorcycles. This is a little 2-stroke Suzuki T20 right behind it. We're gonna roll this sucker out because it is beautiful. Is a 1974-ish Yamaha RD250. God, this thing is awesome. We're gonna roll it out and take a closer look. So this guy right here, 1974 Kawasaki F7-175. We'll roll that guy out too because it is awesome. If the Grinch had a motorcycle, this would be his. This thing looks awesome. I can't wait to see if this thing runs. Oh my gosh. So, and then this guy, a 1971 Yamaha CT175. This thing just looks like fun. Gosh, can't wait. Boy, looks like we're gonna have some 175 battles coming up in the near future. This thing is awesome. It needs some work. Looks like it needs some fender mounts here. These are the fender mounts, which are the tail lights that go in right there. There's a couple other hardware in there that probably holds that sucker on, I would imagine. So we'll have to figure that out, sort that out. Again, comes with parts. Gotta love it. And one left. A 1970 Suzuki T350. Gosh, this sucker is pretty. It's got some love on it, and we're going to do a more extensive video on this thing. This is the airbox that goes with it. It also came with, I'm assuming it came with a helmet when he bought it. The guy sold everything, so probably sold the helmet. And then this is a couple of boxes of TS185 parts. And you may be saying, Eric, well, TS185 parts won't fit on a T350. But they will fit on a 1973 Suzuki TS185. I did a video on this thing just the other day, a couple of weeks ago now, getting it running and taking it out for a little ride. So it's nice to see that we got some pieces and parts for that. And guys, there's loads of stuff. By the look, if you're an RD fan, we got an RD200, RD350, RD350. There's we've got some RD content coming in our future. There's an RD400, and then we have a Yamaha RD350 and a Yamaha RD400 Build-A-Bike, completely disassembled, that we got to put back together. So we've got those in further down the queue. But let's roll out that RD250 and take a closer look at it. Here it is. Look how beautiful this thing is. Yamaha RD250. Looks to be in great, maybe an older restoration. Looks to be in great shape. Thing is awesome. Really, really cool. Let's pop this thing up. Always nice to see what's under the seat. This thing is awesome. So nice. You guys want to see if it runs? I do too. Let's check, see if we got any gas in here. Oh yeah. It doesn't, smells good. Smells good. Let's see if we can get this thing to start. Okay. What is that? It's got some kind of... Does that mean I'm not in gear? Let's see. Is it a neutral selector? Let me see. No, I'm in neutral. Let me know if you know what that is. Okay, I hooked the jump box to it. Now we got lots of juice. I don't know what that beeper is. Oh, but I think we can figure that out. That beep is crazy. I apologize. I got to figure out what that beep is. I mean, but it runs, which is awesome. And we did have to hook the jump box to it. Probably need to charge this battery, but it does run. Sounds good. This thing's gonna be so much fun. Okay, couldn't take it anymore. I had to figure out what that beep was. And it sounded like it was coming from in here, but I'm not seeing anything. Crap. Turn it on. Is it here? Where is it? It is definitely in here somewhere. Maybe not. Where is it? This is like that find my phone and it's beeping and you're trying to find it. Let me keep looking. I found it. Switch on. It's this valve, oil valve off. For turn your oil on. Make the noise go away by doing this. It's a pretty good idea. I'm so happy I found it. That sucker makes lots of noise. Okay, let's start this sucker back up. And as you can tell by the smoke earlier, we had plenty of oil still in the lines. See if we have enough juice to start it. Yep. Sounds so much better without that damn beeping. Let's take it for a ride. Okay, let's suit up. Take this sucker for a quick ride. I don't have much gas, so I don't feel like pushing a motorcycle. So let's see if this sucker will start up. Let's go. Like I said, we're just gonna do a quick little run. See how it rides. Give it a little shaky shake. Make sure choke off. Dry roads. God, these things are so much fun. notches. If you ride it less than 5,000 RPMs, it's just a fun little Honda CB350. You get it up over 5,000 RPMs and it says, hey, how you doing? I mean, it redlines at 8,500, so it wants to be a little faster. This thing sounds good. This is a slow speed limit, so we don't want to go too far. There's the fun times. We're going to give it another little rip. That 5,000 RPMs, it becomes somebody's wild animal. Let's see. Let's give it a nice little ride pavement. Yeah, it wants to get out and go. We've got to do a little bit of work on this thing as we move forward, but it ran really, really good. And boy, I think the more you ride this thing, I think the better off it's going to be. Look how pretty it is. Jeez and Pete's. Such a nice looking motorcycle. Let me roll this guy back from where I got it. And let's roll this little Kawasaki out and see what it's like. Let's turn the fuel valve on. I mean, not the fuel valve, the oil valve. There we go. Turn the oil valve off. Make sure it doesn't leak out. Put the petcock off too. Let's check and see if this little Kawasaki has some gas. Sounds like some. Let's see if it'll start up. Okay, let's roll this guy up front so we can take a closer look at it. Oh, this thing is nice. It's I think it's probably just an older touch-up, kind of refresh, kind of restoration, if one was done to it. Missing a headlight. We got a little missing a mount for that. These guys are something. These guys are loose here, loosey-goosey. So we'll have to address that. Probably didn't come with turn signals, and they were added. Unless, no, maybe it could have came with turn signals. Looks like you got a spot here. So maybe it did. Let me know down below if you think it came with turn signals. Let's check under the seat. Let's check under this seat. Ooh. We got a little toolkit right here. Let's see what it's got. Not much. Looks like it's been used. Looks like we got a spark plug wrench, screwdriver. Yeah. Let's put that back together and put it back in. Okay, got the toolkit back together. Let's put it back in there where it goes. There's no battery. Looks like there should be, or could be one if it had headlights. This is where the battery would go. A little 6-volt battery, if we had one. Okay, seat there, this back on. See if we got any lights. Nothing. Oh, we don't have lights, so I'm gonna put in oh good, it's in the run position. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's not awful. It looks pretty good. Yeah, let's see if this sucker fires up. Looks like we have some oil in here. Sounds like we have a little bit of gas. So let's see if this sucker will fire up. So let's go ahead and kick it. Ho, ho, ho. Looks like we got a little, looks like we have a little exhaust leak over here. Come on, stay running. We're almost out of gas. Looks like we had a little exhaust leak right here. There's a couple of things. And I'm only starting this up just to see if it runs. And let's see, what is that? Maybe we'll try that. Like I said, a little exhaust leak. And another thing which is kind of odd. This looks like the ignition is in upside down. Let me know down below. Let me get this thing off. Looks like it's in upside down. This is off. I think it needs to be flipped around, but it looks like it fits. Maybe it'll fit both ways. Yeah, it looks like it probably should be in the other way around. But let's see if it'll fire back up. Looks like we may have a tack issue. Sounds good. Yeah. Let me see if choke is on. Not too bad. Runs pretty good. Needs a little work. Choke needs some work. Carb's probably gone through. Carb probably gone through. Cleaned up. We need an exhaust gasket back here. We need a headlight to be able to mount and fork gears to be able to mount the rest of that to it. The horn, figure out where that's supposed to go. If it goes in here somewhere like this, probably. Somewhere. We'll look it up in the manual, but somewhere probably like that. Mount that sucker up, figure out where all these wires end up going. But yeah, not a bad little bike. Pretty cool. Some two-stroke goodness. So guys, that was loads of fun getting this Kawasaki and this, not getting them running, they were already running, but just taking them out, just seeing if they start up. The next thing will be, probably not the next thing, but I really want to see if I can get this guy running. Got to make sure we put the air box on it before we ride it out. And this guy, these are so much fun. And this has got a little build-a-bike, so maybe the next time we may take a couple hours and see if we can get this guy, at least the parts out of here and onto here so I don't have to look for them. Doesn't have to run, but if I take them out of a box and they're mounted on the motorcycle, then I'm good. It's easier to find it if it's already attached to the bike. The moment you start rolling these things around, then you got to remember to roll these things around. You end up putting those someplace else, and next thing you know, you're out of parts. Same thing with this guy. See if we can mount up the back end of that. But there are loads of motorcycle opportunities for 2025. And then this is just some of them. So again, if you see something that you're interested in, just let me know in the comments down below and we'll get to it. This guy I know needs a, I think it's a caliper rebuild. So I think what I probably will do, probably today, I'll probably pull this caliper off so I can get to taking that home, rebuild the caliper, put it back on, and I think we'll be good to go on that. Okay, let me go ahead and pop this out. This guy, and then we'll just take it home and rebuild it because I need an air compressor to blow it out. And then we'll bring it back. It's just sticky. You pull the lever and it closes. I mean, it squeezes the brake, but it doesn't come back out. So you don't need a new one. You just need to clean it off. So my 10 millimeter, let's get this guy off. And we'll take this sucker home. Bring it back when we come back in a couple of days. I can do most stuff here. I can't do everything. I don't have an air compressor or anything like that. I don't have a lot of specialty things here. I just got a lot of normal wrenches and stuff. But I really want to get these brakes to work because I want to ride this sucker. Okay, let me do this so I don't make a mess. A little Ziploc bag, a little zip tie. Keep the brake fluid off the ground. And then we have this sucker to take home. Okay, I've got it all bagged up, I'm ready to take home. I'll take it home, rebuild it, and by rebuild it, I'll take it apart, clean it up, put it back together, and then it should work. If we run into the problem that we need seals, then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So guys, just with the motorcycles that were dropped off since I've been here last, we've got lots of fun coming up on the channel. So do yourself a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any content. Again, I post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, all at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're in the UK, that's like 6 p.m. If you're in Tokyo, figure out, I don't know, I can't figure out all that stuff. As always, guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.